beautiful Nomies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I am so happy to see you today. I hope that you are doing well, and I hope that you and your loved ones are taking care the best that you can. I hope that you guys are all doing well during this cold weather that we've been having. If you're in the United States or anywhere probably in this vicinity, like Canada or Mexico probably, it has been cold. So I think everybody that I know of has been having a cold couple of days. I mean, obviously it's been a cold couple of weeks and months for some of us, especially people in the northern part of the country. But like the last few days has been a cold front, a cold snap, blizzards, all that type of stuff. I live in Texas, and we have been having cold weather. The part of Texas that I live in doesn't get like super cold usually. Like it does get sometimes a little bit cold, but like recently it really hasn't. And then these last few days it has been really cold, below freezing. And so, you know, everybody's like, keep your pipes dripping, keep your heaters on, make sure your pipes don't freeze. We are just like not equipped to deal with cold weather in the area that I live in. And I have to say that it is kind of funny to me. Yeah, not funny to me in some ways, okay? It is serious, but like yesterday school was canceled here. They had like a 3-day long weekend, but then school was canceled yesterday because of it being cold and like icy. But it's like 22 degrees right now, which is about what it was yesterday too. Maybe warms up a little bit during the day, but I did have to laugh a little bit because of just the irony of the fact that school was canceled because it's cold and like icy, but like it's not like snowing or anything, because I'm from Michigan, and this is like the daily, like it's colder on a daily basis than this. It's icy on a daily basis, like the whole winter. But the thing is, people are just not equipped to deal with it here. Like highways were closed, there were accidents, like it is serious, like it's not a laughing matter, but it is also like just at face value kind of like funny, the differences in the cultures, I guess, because people are just not equipped to deal with it in this area. So it's just been crazy, but hubby is at work. He had to go back today, even though it is still cold and icy. So they always do that type of thing where it's so weird. I'm like, if you're going to cancel it, shouldn't you have also canceled it today? Like, it's the same conditions. But I think it's supposed to warm back up tomorrow. Well, I say warm back up. It's still going to be cold, but we had like a cold front come in. By later this week, it's going to be back up to like 70 during the day. So like I said, the area I live in, it can get cold, but it doesn't usually stay cold, and it kind of fluctuates. But it being 22 right now is like the coldest it has been in a hot minute. And I do say a hot minute because it gets hot here. Anyways, guys, I'm done rambling about the weather. I made a coffee. It's in a Panera cup. Like I've told you guys, I like to reuse these Panera cups. But I set up, well, actually hubby set up this ice maker for me. His Nana had this ice maker she had gotten, I think it's like a birthday gift or a Christmas gift like a few years ago, but she literally never uses it. So she was like, wait, do you want this? Will you take this? So we got an ice maker now, and I can actually have iced coffee that's like iced coffee on a regular basis. I can just have my ice like ice makered for me. Very excited. It's definitely one of those little things that makes a huge difference. Very much loving it. And it's funny because my sister also got an ice maker, and so yesterday we were just like both like basking in the happiness of ice makers. It's the little things, guys. The little things can definitely make a big difference, and like we like our drinks to be really cold, so ice just makes us happy. Anyways, I'm just like just rambling about the most random things. So anyways, checking in with you guys. I haven't made a video since Friday. So I am leaving for my trip in a week. So I'll be leaving, sorry for shaking the camera. I'll be leaving for my trip in a week. Actually exactly a week. I did have somebody ask me if I would still be doing community spotlight when I'm in Michigan, and I forgot to answer. But I wanted to clarify or tell you guys, yes, I am going to do community spotlight when I'm in Michigan. That is one of the videos that I think I can definitely still do while I'm up there. And so feel free to send in your guys' community spotlight makes. If you don't know what community spotlight is, if you're new here and this is the first video you're watching, or you just haven't been around a whole lot, welcome to my channel. I hope you find this to be the comfiest, coziest little corner of YouTube. Also, welcome back to all of my nomies who are here. I hope you guys are doing good. If you don't know what community spotlight is, it is my Friday video where I come on here and I spotlight my community, which is you, if you're watching this video. I put together a video that is all about what you guys have been up to. So you guys send me emails with all of your makes that you've been wanting to make or been wanting to share throughout the week. Whatever you make throughout the week, it can be crochet, but it can also be, knit, it can be loom knit, it can be sewn, quilted, painted, diamond painted, cricketed, cross-stitched, clay. It could be anything that you think is crafty. You are welcome to send in anything you make. That's what I always say. Anything you make, even if it's baking. Say you make like a really pretty loaf of bread and you want to share it, go for it. I am totally here for it. It's just somewhere for us to share crafty, creative things that we've been getting up to with like-minded people. So this community is very crafty and creative, and not only is it fun to get inspiration from each other, because it is like the most inspiring video that I swear, like, I love community spotlight. And I know you guys love community spotlight. Like a lot of you guys, it's like your favorite video. Because it is so inspiring to get ideas from each other, to see what everybody's been up to. But it's also super cool to see things that you would never make, because you're like, I wouldn't make that, but man, is it so cool to see it. Like to see the different types of things people get up to. And if you share your stuff for community spotlight, it's so nice to get that positive feedback. It's so nice to get, those kind words, or, those likes that are on that video. They're also for you. They're for your stuff that's in that video. So it's just some really nice validation, some positive like reinforcement that you're doing a good job. Not all of us have people in our day-to-day lives that we can go to every single time we make something cool that are going to be excited about it. A lot of people around us may not totally get the hype that we have for it, especially when we make things frequently. They're like, it's another craft, especially if you crochet regularly and you're just running out excited to show your new crochet thing all the time. They're like, it's more yarn, yay. They just don't get it. Like, we get it. So it's a really nice like way to come together, to share inspiration, to get hyped up, to like just have fun together with people who get it, So that's what Fridays are here. And that is what Community Spotlight is. So I will be continuing that while I'm on my trip. If you guys don't know, I'm going to be going to Michigan, and I'm going to be there for quite a bit. I'm going to be there for about a month. But I'm going to spend time with family, and also my niece is going to be born soon. And so I'm really excited and lucky that I can be there for that. I'm so excited to spend time with my nephew. I'm excited to meet my other niece. I'm just excited to spend time with my siblings and have a good old time. So, I plan on still making videos while I'm up there. They won't be daily videos, but they'll still be pretty regular content. I don't know exactly what I'll get up to. I do plan on crocheting when I'm up there too. Also, I am currently working on things for the nursery, and those things I'll get to show you in the nursery when I'm up there. So that's going to be so exciting. Instead of just like, mailing them off and maybe getting like an update picture or something, I'll be able to actually show you guys like the Hobbit Door Rug I'm working on in the nursery, the plushie in the nursery, all that stuff. So that's going to be so fun. But yes, there will be community spotlight. So feel free to send in your makes for those. And here is currently currently my, since I'm making it, but Bilbo Hobbit. So you fold the pants over and push them down. They are capris. so that you can work on making the crotch and making the torso, but they actually go you build this up with the pants on. So you put the legs in here and you build it up with the pants on. But here's what I've got for that. Got the little Hobbit feet that you guys have seen. They're starting to come together. And then this will get folded back up once I have finished more of the torso. And I do have the arms done, the ears done, and the neck stabilizer done for that. And then I have been working on my Hobbit rug over the weekend. I keep saying but I guess because they're my projects, but they're going to be for my niece's nursery. The Hobbit Door Rug is coming along so well. Like, I'm actually getting so excited. It's really starting to, like, come together and be, like, pretty close to done. So, I will pop up pictures and let you guys see what that looks like. I have, finished the moss around it. I do have a few more like pom-poms that I can put on, but I haven't put them on yet because I want to see if I want them on there and where I want them on there. But I made some shelf mushrooms to go on there. Which, if you guys haven't seen shelf mushrooms, they're like, or if you don't know off the top of your head, they're the type of mushrooms that grow on like trees and stuff like that, on like the log part, the bark of the tree, and they kind of look like shelves. So cool. So just a little random like mushroom trivia for you guys. I was looking up about shelf mushrooms because I wanted to just kind of like look at shelf mushroom pictures to get an idea of how I wanted to make them. And I was reading that the shelf mushrooms are polypores. Which in mushrooms, you know that they have gills on the mushrooms. I've talked about that a little bit before when talking about like the anatomy of the mushroom. They have gills on them. Well, polypores are, they actually have pores on them. That's why they're called polypores, many pores basically. They actually have pores on them, so they don't have the traditional like stem of the mushroom and the gills and all of that. They can grow just like basically like a little shelf. They may have like a little bit of a stem on some of them that go into like onto the bark or whatever, but they don't even, not all of them even have that. Except for like one type of mushroom, that actually has a stem and everything has pores, but other than that they all have gills. Can't remember the type of mushroom it was that has pores. It was like, it started with a B. I can't remember. It started with a B anyway about it, but I thought that was really cool that like all mushrooms have gills except for like the polypores and one type of mushroom with a stem. Thought that was really interesting. Anyway though, so I did get those on there, and I'm really happy with how those came out. They're really simple to make. Basically what I did was I did a magic circle and I put double crochets in it. And then I pulled my magic circle closed, but I did not slip stitch my ends together to make it a circle. So I made it about the size that it would take to make a half circle. And then I just did double crochets with increases and then double crochets with more increases. I did like increases in every stitch. And then for the third round, I did like increases in every stitch, and occasionally I even put 3 increases in a stitch because I wanted it to ruffle a little bit, just a little bit. And then I took a different color of yarn. I used like mustards, like 2 different shades of mustard. And the one that I made the actual mushroom itself out of was Chenille Appeal by Lion Brand. It's like a thin chenille yarn. And the other one was a discontinued yarn bee yarn. I don't remember the name of it. But the second one that I used, I actually went through and front post double crocheted on the first round and the second round. And I slip stitched onto the double crochets on the ends. So like, you know how it was like this? I would slip stitch and then I would front post double crochet, slip stitch, go up and slip stitch to the next round, front post double crochet, slip stitch. That's literally it. And then I just sewed them on there, and I think they came out so good. I definitely want to make more like shelf mushrooms and like use them in things. Maybe put them on like hats, make like a mushroomy hat. I've been wanting to do that. I have some patterns actually for like mushroomy hats. Or I don't know if I've actually bought any of them or if I just have them saved, but regardless, there's some pretty cool mushroomy hats I've seen. And then I've got some vines made. I've got some little mushrooms made. Oops, sorry guys. I'm sitting out here, so I don't have my ring light. So I just have my computer in front of me. So the lighting is not great. And honestly, I should probably just move my ring light out here. I've been using my computer while I'm doing stuff lately, so I've been sitting in here when I'm filming. Like this pattern, for example, is on my computer. So I've just been doing that. Honestly, maybe tomorrow I'll move my ring light out here so you guys can get better lighting. But, and then I've got like stuff made to put on there, a few things. I want to make like a pretty big sunflower, to put on there. And then we've got this stuff, which I have never used before, and it just came like this with no instructions or anything. This was just from Amazon, so it's, this is like made in China, but look how much it comes with. This is, fusible backing. Is that what it's called? Fusible, fusible. I'm trying to remember. I think it's called fusible backing, fusible interfacing. I was like, I feel like I'm not remembering this right. So this is fusible interfacing. What you do is you actually iron this on to things, and it makes it like a little bit more sturdy, like a little bit more stiff. This is something people use in sewing, so some of you guys actually probably know a lot more about it than I do. I am not a sewer. I have no experience with this stuff, but I wanted to put something on the back of the rug to make it a little bit more sturdy, like keep it a little less, likely to bunch up, because I actually have a blanket that I have been using as a rug, and it bunches up so bad. Like if you touch it at all, it just bunches up. It does not act like a rug. So I wanted this crochet to actually be more like a rug. So I wanted to put something on the back of it. I am not a sewer, as I've said. It would take me forever to sew something onto that, and it probably would not be very good. So I wanted something I could iron onto it. I was like, I know there's got to be something. So a little bit of research. I was like, okay, let's try this fusible backing. I am going to let you guys know how this goes. I'm pretty optimistic about it. I could not find anywhere online where I've seen anybody do this, though. So I will let you guys know how it goes. I'll make a video that's like titled like using fusible interfacing on crochet or something, so it's easily like you guys can see it and be like, oh yeah, I was wanting to see that video. But yeah, so I will do that, and I'm excited to see how this goes. I think it's gonna work pretty well. But yeah, this was on Amazon. I don't remember, like maybe 15 bucks. Comes with a whole roll. It's not as wide as the rug is, but that's fine, because then I can just cut two pieces and put them side by side, you know, cut it to size. But hopefully it'll make it a little bit more durable, and also just keep it from folding and bunching as much if people hit it with their foot. But I'm feeling pretty optimistic about that. I'm really excited about the rug. It's like seeing it actually coming together into like the vision of what I had is always the most fun part of creating something in crochet, especially something that is kind of free form and like no pattern for any of it. Seeing it actually come out how you wanted it to is so exciting. So I'm getting to that point now where it's like really coming together, and I'm so excited about it. Oh yeah, and so for the moss, I wanted to like let you guys know what I did for the moss too, in case anybody like wants to crochet moss, because that was actually something I also couldn't find anything about, was crocheting moss. So the yarn that I used to crochet the actual like crochet parts of it is a discontinued Yarn Bee yarn from Hobby Lobby. Unfortunately, I only bought one skein of it when it was like getting discontinued. I don't know if they didn't have more colors, or if they didn't have more of that color, or if it was just because I was getting like one of each color of some things, including that yarn. That yarn is gorgeous. Like I wish I could have just bought all of it in every color. But I didn't know what I was was going to use it for at the time. I just knew I would probably use it for something. I knew I would make a use for it. You know, I've talked about that before, about how I pick my yarn when I'm buying it. Anyway, about it. So I bought that yarn then. I wish I had more of it because it works so well for moss, and I want more of it for like moss projects. But I did find homespun. I think it is Lion Brand homespun yarn. Oops. I have something sitting on my keyboard. Yes, Lion Brand homespun yarn looks really, really similar to the yarn that I used for the green. They have different shades, different colors of it, but the style of yarn looks extremely similar. So I think that yarn would be really good for it. Also, honestly, any type of like really textured yarn, like this yarn is Lion Brand Go for Fleece Sherpa. And that's what I'm using for the feet of this. If you could get this in green, this would also make a really good, like mossy kind of texture. Honestly, any like really textured, fuzzy, fluffy, I don't know, like the one that I used is kind of almost like a curly texture to it. That's what I'm using for like the part I crochet, and all I did was double crochets. And I was using a 10mm hook, I believe. Is this the hook I was using? This is a 6.5. Okay, so actually, oh, that's what it was. I was gonna use a 10mm hook, but I was crocheting it into the sides of the bricks that I did, and the 10mm hook was too big to, like, it fit very, very harshly to get into the sides of those stitches, so I switched to a 6.5, and then I just ended up sticking with a 6.5, and I liked how it was looking. So I was doing double crochets for that. It's basically freeform crochet as far as like how I did it, because what I did was I would work like double crochets, I would turn randomly, I would work stitches together where I would do like half a double crochet in one stitch, go to the next and do the other half of the double crochet. I would put increases in random spots. I did single crochet sometimes, basically just doing freeform crochet to figure out like how I wanted the shapes to be. That's the fun part about moss, is it's really chaotic and you can just kind of do whatever and have fun with it. And then I also used just worsted weight yarn. I used a not Lion Brand, I used Red Heart Super Saver, Light Sage, and Red Heart Super Saver, I think maybe even regular sage, and I think those were the only two. And then I used like this really thin green yarn that I had that had like kind of a fuzz to it, a little bit of a halo to it, and I would like double strand it, or I did some of the pom-poms in that. So what I did was I just double crocheted, flipping all over the place and just like connecting things together, switching colors randomly, just kind of eyeballing it how I wanted it to look. And then I made pom-poms, and I actually just made them by wrapping the yarn around my hand. And I would just wrap it around till I got like a big bunch on there, and then I would wrap a piece of yarn like maybe this long around it, tie it in a knot, and then I would cut it, and then I would fluff it up and cut it all to like a length that I felt was good. And then I tied that onto the crochet stitches. Like I just tied it right around the double crochets to attach it in the different spots that I wanted it in. So that was how I formed my moss. I hope that kind of makes sense. There's not really a great way to explain exactly what I did because it's not really like a science, but hopefully that makes sense. It really wasn't hard, and I think it was really fun. I actually think that I'll do that again, do a mossy type of thing again. I don't know what I'll use it for. Like, I don't know if I'll just do a completely moss rug or what. I will say that it would be time consuming to make like a full moss rug. You'd probably want lots of pom-poms and stuff on there, but I really like it, and I think it would be really fun to do it with like little tiny like adds little tiny additions, like little tiny butterflies, and like just you could do different types of bugs, if you like, you know, different types of bugs. I'm not super into bugs, but like you could do like beetles and ladybugs. I actually hate ladybugs. I like the idea of ladybugs. I was talking to my husband about this because he was laughing the other day. He was like warning me when we were going up the stairs that there was a ladybug on the railing. He was like, hey, there's a ladybug on the railing. And then he was like just laughing at the fact that he had to warn me that there's a ladybug. And I was like, okay. He's like, because you're afraid of ladybugs. And I was like, I mean, yes, I am afraid of ladybugs. But I was like, I like the concept of ladybugs. Like, I like I like them in fake, you know, in like when I'm making something, I'll put little ladybugs on the vines and things like that. I think they're cute. In real life, I don't think they're cute. They creep me out. But I also have like I have a weird childhood experience with ladybugs. Of one time when I was really young, we got like a ladybug invasion into our home, and they were like, for some reason, in my bedroom, mine and my sister's bedroom, in the windows, and they were just like ladybugs just like surrounding in the windows. And so like it made me afraid of ladybugs. But also, I just have like a really big phobia of most bugs. So I don't want to talk about it anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for shaking you guys. Why did I even get on that? Oh yeah. So like you could put like little caterpillars and things like that. You could do like little tiny flowers mixed throughout. That would look so cute for like a mossy rug. But yeah, so that's what I've got going on. So that's my update on my projects for the nursery, and kind of what's going to be going on. Like I said, I am leaving a week from today. So I've been having, you know, things I'm trying to get done, things I'm trying to get ready, even beyond crocheting, just like in general, I'm going to be leaving my family here for a little bit. And so like I'm spending time with them and, you know, things that I want to get done. I'm going to have to get some laundry done and get packing and things like that. So videos will be a little sparse. While I'm up there, but I still will be here making content, and I still will be doing community spotlights. And I'll definitely check in with you guys while I'm up there. I know that some of you at least will be interested in like what's up, even if it's not necessarily crochet related. But I hope you guys are doing great, and I would love to know how you guys are doing. Let me know if the weather has been okay where you are, if it's been bad. Are you staying warm and safe and cozy inside, you know, keeping off those roads if you possibly can, and things like that. And if you've been up to any fun crochet projects or any fun projects in general, artsy craftsy stuffs, you know, all that good jazz. How's the new year going for you guys so far? Just a little check-in. It is WIP Wednesday, so works in progress. Let me know what you guys are up to, and I will see you guys again real soon. Bye guys.